It's weird and wild. Let's see what's coming down the wire in the News Bender with pedestrian news fella, strip mall Steve Shackelford.
Hi, Steve.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Morning.
Okay.
Evening.
Come on.
You guys sent me the text this morning. Said, hey, whatever you do, make sure you wear your Roller Town hat.
I don't want to discredit you, but there's no way Steve Eager would come on the news wearing a brewery hat.
This is how professional newsmen operate. That's the thing. Sometimes you don't see behind the scenes. They throw it off at the last minute. But me, I'm committed to the news, and I'm committed to, aligning with the visual aesthetic that's in place here. So let's throw on the Roller Town hat.
You're doing good. This is a screenshot image I will need forever.
All right. We've got some very serious news today, gentlemen.
Wait. Hold on.
No? Okay. All right.
Is
give me
that
the
a
screenshot.
knit tie, Ben? Look at that tie.
Is this knit?
That
think
is
it's knit. Yeah.
That
knit.
is an 80s tie, dude.
Look at that. Look at that. He's very serious. And I love what you've done with your beautiful news set. It looks phenomenal. Spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on that.
The lighting grid alone cost so much. There were guys up there on ladders for weeks getting those things just right. It was terrible. And I would say, guys, hold the work, please.
What about when Steve had to go to his chef wife and say, I know you've always wanted to do something special in the garage, but I have to convert it to a multi-million-dollar news set. I'm sorry, honey.
Yeah, she was fine with it. We had to get rid of some industrial cooking equipment, but it sold well on Facebook Marketplace. You put it out by the curb and people come right for it.
Yep.
All right, let's get on to some very serious news because an escaped goat ran a marathon in Canada. A goat named Joshua escaped from his home and ran over 3 miles of a Canadian marathon this week. Photos on Facebook alerted the owner that he had escaped and joined human runners in the race. The owner was able to catch up to him, loaded him into her car, then drove him to a spot about 800 feet from the finish line so he could complete the race. Joshua was presented with a participation medal at the finish line.
This is so good, Steve. And I don't want to know the answer. I don't want to know what you're putting in to generate this image, but the idea that a briefcase is in every single news story now is so amazing to me.
The AI loves the briefcase. And what was the movie with DiCaprio where you take an architect and the architect rebuilds the world around you and you get in people's dreams?
Inception.
Inception, yeah.
Yeah, and you just turn a city sideways. Look at the road. The road is... There's no way that's the same angle getting those guys running unless they were running straight downhill. And look how many people are excited to be there. The crowd is packed.
Yeah.
You've got... The goat is more of like a centaur.
Uh-huh.
And the front... He only has one front leg.
Oh, yeah. It's a 3-legged goat.
And he's running with what looks like an armed mannequin.
Yeah, no. I
Yes.
don't think that Mountie is in the race. I think he had to cut across the road to get to a emergency.
What?
But look at all the different countries that are being represented. Canada, Conadia, and Copadia, I think are the three.
The AI is like hyper aware of like licensing or something, but they're like, we can't say Canada, that could get us shut down, but let's have the Nike swoosh out there for sure.
That is the greatest creature I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah.
Talking about that Mountie.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
that goat thing is unbelievable.
I think he has a side piece briefcase, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
So
yeah.
on the side there, like a little holster for a briefcase, a mini briefcase. That's good.
He's wearing
like-
Batman's utility belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is wearing a utility belt, and it looks like he's got like a wrestling panties on. You know?
Yes.
Those are hard to find.
Okay,
I gotta
the guy-
special order them.
The guy on the left is out of juice, and the guy on the right is about to finish.
Oh, he's definitely about to finish. Very close.
The guy on the left looks like Sean Bass.
He's racing to get to Diamond Talk. It's great. We love you, Sean Bass, by the
Yes, love Sean Bass.
way. Yep.
That's right. Thank you, Sean Bass. All right, moving on. Tostitos is unshrinking shrinkflation. After years of skimping on the chips, apparently PepsiCo's CEO said they would be offering bonus packs of Tostitos containing 20% more chips and will also be throwing 2 or 3 more bags of Doritos into multi-packs as a way to add value for consumers. And this is a reversal of years of shrinking bags of Tostitos.
Man, I am so excited. That elderly KT wearing a Dorito taco on top of his head is the pitch man for Eolus.
Yeah, it is a cowboy hat made of giant Doritos.
Look at KT.
Again, the AI loves briefcases. There's a guy with 2 briefcases, and he's like going, ah! And then there's a Tom Brady right behind him, calmly just coming out of his back like Quado. Like Quado coming out of his back, just doing the play-by-play of this as a double Dorito head with a smiley face on a muscular body is doing the splits.
They need to be concerned about what's happening above their head. I'm not even sure if that's a liquid or a Slurpee or some sort of just flex, but that's a bad situation for those dudes.
The most alarming thing to me is that I didn't say anything about KT in this prompt. I did not inject KT. This is the AI just generating what they think would be on a tortillas or a Tostitos bag. So I was amazed when I saw the Tostito tortilla chip hat on a man who looked so similar to KT.
Yeah, and on our show, we're very selective we very rarely endorse things, but KT is a whore. He's a slut. He's endorsing way too many things, and this is further proof of that. AI has tuned into that.
Man, I'm really worried that John Oliver is going to get a hernia with those incredibly heavy briefcases he's jerking. What is happening with the Broadway chiphead man that's pushing the cart?
He's an interesting fellow. I think that's something about you have to push the giant shopping cart, so they just had this guy jump in the air for some reason. And they gave him a little smiley face head, which I like.
His thighs are outrageous. That guy's done so much thigh master work.
He does not skip leg day.
Yeah.
He does double leg days.
Yes.
All right, moving on. A British man is discovered to have 3 peens.
Hey.
Experts say he's the second case of triphalia ever recorded.
Yep.
That's right. Now, just one of the 3 peens turned out to be functional, apparently. The other 2 were attached within the skin of the scrot sac, and that's what houses the testes. This 78-year-old's condition was only discovered after he donated his body to science upon his death. So he was rolling around with 3 peens his entire life, and I guess never told anybody, but he's only the second recorded person in history to have 3 peens.
Man, it would be better for porn if the peens were in different parts of his body. Because when they're all jumbled up in one concentrated area, it's hard to,
It's hard to get a good shot.
Spacing, that's not leverage. This picture, again, very distracting because the burger situation, first of all, like there's some random burgers out. There's some nice looking burgers, sesame seed, there's some, tomatoes. These are good looking burgers. Then there's just a sign that says Hamburgers 3.
Shout out to Chuck, who said, I've always wanted a Dale number 3 hamburger sign. There's a Dale Jr. shout out there.
Again,
or I guess that's Dale Sr.
The briefcase. The AI loves the briefcase. There's the briefcase in his hand that's so heavy it's popping his veins out. And then there's a briefcase over in the back right behind him. Also another briefcase there. Books open, stack of newspapers. Look at all those fries in that bowl over there.
That's amazing. What language is that saying 3 hamburgers under the cheeseburger? Is that Russian?
I think AI invents its own language. It talks to itself.
And I love hot dogs and sausage. It's my love language. I'm on record saying that. But he is carrying a giant 3 wiener hot dog, and the AI has at the top has split the mid wiener into 2 wieners, but at the bottom it's still just 1 wiener at the bottom. And I can't even track what's happening there as I go up and down the wiener.
It makes it extra sexual.
It does. It does.
If you kind of look at how that wiener is split. And aside from that, strong bulge, great forearms. Again, that briefcase is very heavy.
Yeah.
It's got that thigh gap, too. I really work for that. I don't have that. I got to work. I'm on the bike, the elliptical. It's not going to happen.
When are you going to showcase, if you do get a thigh gap, how are you going to use it to your advantage?
I think hit the beach, do a lot of those Instagram poses where they get down on their knees and the wind's blowing their hair. I think that's why I'm growing my hair out, probably, is to go that route. Go IG model.
Okay,
Do you guys think he's got it open to the Old Testament or the New Testament so that he can walk in and immediately read Scripture? What do you think he's going with there?
He's a Tower of Babel guy, so Old Testament.
And where is he going? You know what? Did he just get there? Is that a door behind him? He walked in. He's going to answer the phone, set down the briefcase, or the 3-wiener giant hot dog.
It's hard to know what to set down first when your rotary phone is ringing.
Yeah, yeah.
Seems like it's connected far away, too. That cord goes all over the place. I can't track it.
Amazing work here, Steve.
All right, moving forward here. Park rangers in Wyoming are no longer allowed to use explosives to blow up dead horses. So the temporary pause in the policy is designed to reduce the risk of wildfires, but typically they explode these horse carcasses to prevent gatherings of ravenous grizzly bears that frequent Wyoming's open spaces.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Horses die. They use explosives to blow up the horses to hold off the grizzly bears.
Yeah.
But now they're told, no, you got to let the grizzly bears eat.
Yeah, it's just been too dry. We can't use explosives. So what they've been doing now is just saying, all right, let's just try to drag the dead horses off the trail, and maybe if the grizzly bears do gather, it won't be a threat to humans. But typically, no, they follow directions from their own manual entitled Obliterating Animal Carcasses with Explosives, and that details best practices for detonating horses, moose, and mules.
Wow. That horse, that lady is thinking about some things with that horse, isn't she? Ben, you're into horse videos.
Told you that in confidence.
Oh, my bad.
Again, the AI, double briefcases, 2 kinds of briefcases. Everyone's lifting all the weights. The horse is turning around with a fireman hat on as the lady thinks about something. Giant horse riding a rocket. And then, as someone pointed out in the comments, something freaky is going on in that roof. There's giant couple up there. She's got one leg wrapped around it, but then 2 left legs crossed over him.
Yeah. There's a lot of 3-legged creatures in this strange suburban world that AI thinks of.
Yeah. But God, Steve is doing the best job of reporting because no other news offering comes with this type of AI illustration.
Nah.
Why are all these horses dying, Steve? Did we get to the bottom of that?
I think a lot of the times it's just horses break their legs or get messed up out on the trails. And so if they get messed up on the trail, you got to leave them out in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And so,
heavy.
Yeah, so it did say they would remove the shoes to prevent any metal debris flying before they blew them up previously. But I guess this is the preferred way, just explode them.
I'm with Nick. He said, what in the hell is going on with that rocket goat? What? Because that didn't look like a horse, did it? What is that?
Might be a mule, might be a donkey of some form. Might be a Clydesdale, I don't know.
I think it's a fireman in a costume, and he's pissed at that horse.
Could be. Could be. All right.
All right, see you later, Steve.
No, I've waited.
No, you got to go.
All right.